Dr. Demeter here. So I'm just going for a walk around the farm and the whole site where I'm doing some work. And yeah, it's my day off. And there's just been lots of ideas brewing for me in relation to sharing with you and to sort of set some ideas and some framing around where I'm coming from with Living Earth College. So, firstly, I used to work in a university and I'm a life systems designer and philosopher. What does that mean? That pretty much ecological systems theory, if you want to call it that, or views inform my design practices. And what do I design? I design regenerative food systems predominantly, or regenerative community life systems, which are all held within a political economic pattern. And it's a completely different pattern to the extractive economics that we're seeing today, which leads to all of the critical issues that we have. People describe it as the poly crisis, right? So I'm here working, either I'm on my farm, Magical Farm Tasmania, but in this particular moment, I'm developing the college, and I've just landed in this beautiful opportunity and collaboration with a very special community farm in British Columbia in Canada. So I'm here and developing the college and also developing programs for this beautiful organisation here, Earthwise. Okay, so that's where I'm coming from. And so I teach all of what I teach, from anything from relating to the soil and farming up to policy design, is informed by life systems theory or view. And from there, I want to share another kind of idea that I'm reflecting on at the moment, and that's in relation to plants. So I want to share about some praxis. What is praxis? Praxis is theory in practice. So I'm no longer in a university teaching. I'm here in a living system teaching because it's my praxis. I could no longer be working in an extractive environment. I needed to align with life and be true to my praxis. And that's also why I started Living Earth College, because we need to align with life. And the way that we're going to align with life, there's a squirrel just looking at me from behind the tree. It's very funny. He just peeked around the corner. The way that we're going to align with life, Mr. Squirrel and everyone, with the moss, is hello, how's it going? Is by aligning with life. That's it. So we have to connect so that the new laboratories or universities or schools of the future, I believe, need to be in living systems. And this also relates to another critical moment in time that we are in these transitional times, is food systems. So we're not only learning in new environments, but we're actively, this is the praxis of living systems, we're actively making the new systems happen as we're learning about them. Hence why I grow food and I teach about growing food. and the garden and the mycelium and permaculture, biodynamics, all these regenerative farming modalities is teaching us about life systems. Praxis, it's a praxis. And then we're nourishing ourselves and our communities. Next idea, because I'm in flow. Plants. That's what I was going to talk about. So we start to consume food then that is not coming from a deceptive system. So Peter Proctor's wife, he's a very renowned biodynamic lecturer and teacher. He's a beautiful, profound guy, but his wife, I was watching a film about them recently, and she said, well, if you eat deception, then we're easily deceived, and we also can be deceptive ourselves, because it's a form of it's a pattern, and it's something to sort of really deeply think about when there is mucking around with the food system, genetic modification, and there's synthetic fertilizers going on to things. What's that doing to the food, and what's that doing to our bodies in turn, and what's that doing to the way we are in the world? And then you look at our world, and most people are consuming deceptive food. What's going on? So it's really important that we're consuming. It's the closest thing in nature that we put in our bodies is food. So really passionate about food, but also the plants, the plant medicine, the herbs, and the herbal teas and the medicinal properties of these herbs, whether they're culinary or medicinal, they're very light on. They're not like tripping out type of plants, but they're definitely supporting us to align with life. And I could probably do a whole entire series of lectures on this topic, and that's sort of part of the purpose of the college as well, is that I think another really important thing is that these videos are a great way for me to connect, right? But even then, this is a little bit didactic. It's a me talking to you situation. And again, of course, if I did like podcasts, there's a Dr. Demeter podcast. So yeah, there's a dialogue, and that's great. There's insight that comes. But actually, the purpose of the college is to create dialogue with you and to draw the insights out from you. I'm also still learning so much. So my approach to pedagogy, or we can call it andragogy, adult education, is to have dialogue. It's life systems theory informed education. So the college convenes cohorts of people to learn. And sometimes we meet in place-based contexts, and sometimes we'll meet online. Because there is a brilliant thing with the technology. It can connect us from all different parts of the world, and we can share our contexts and create solutions from there. I want the college to support place-based leadership. And then there is also the cohorts in place, which happen as well. So yeah, I'm having fun doing the shorts and the Farmer Plank Challenge, and and showing you tips about growing tomatoes, but I just wanted to share this is more than just a homesteading channel. This is a way of transforming everyday life, a way of exploring and also putting into practice new political, economic, and cultural patterns through place. We're all based in places, so that the canvas is there. We're navigating real complexity right now, but she's there waiting. The earth is waiting for us. The plants are waiting for us. The mycelium is waiting. And even our hearts, not to sound too corny, but we are there remembering who we are as humans on the earth. And so there's just been this severing of this being human. And many, many green folk who I have deep respect for, and I'm green myself, you could say, or if you want to put it like that. But I think that there has been this anger towards people. People are being manipulated and farmed just as much as our ecologies are. And life, all life in this extractive model is damaging. So we need to be kind and gentle and move through ways to connect to the earth and it's very pragmatic. Food systems gives us an opportunity to connect back, nourish ourselves, our families, and our communities, and it helps us to begin to transform the economic paradigm, the political paradigm, the cultural paradigm. That's probably about it for now. And I will tune in more. I sort of sometimes I get like ideas, that's what happens to us. I have insights. And we talk a lot about insights in my cohort groups. But the insight, we must not ignore those insights. And I miss teaching at the university. I loved my students. So I will be tuning back in. I don't know how I'm going to deliver lectures. I mean, maybe this is sort of one way to do so, but I wanted to show maybe some past projects and some examples of different ideas to give some more context into what is life systems design praxis. And because in design we have this beautiful gift in this discipline. It's more than a discipline. It's a being human thing, is that we create. So our imagination, our organ of imagination, the power of the organ of imagination, of our intuition, of the visions, and of our creativity, that will design transformation. So scenarios of the future. And I will be sharing more on that, and that links to the policy and the economic work that I do. And that's my musing for today from Dr. Demeter. Thank you.